Hey, it's Jordan with TYT Politics. A really beautiful ceremony just ended in there. There was a request for forgiveness by veterans who kneeled down and actually begged for forgiveness for the genocide, murder, theft of land, all the sins, the original sins of the United States that have continued on for centuries after. Very powerful, people hugging, crying, really a beautiful sight. I'm here with someone who spoke, Doug, and Goodfeather, and you were part of that. Tell me about what it was like in that room, because you don't really see stuff like that happen every day.
It was very powerful and emotional, and a part of the process of a veteran, a warrior, is learning how to make peace with himself. That's one of the most important things moving on in life. But to be amongst all these beautiful people, these veterans that came out for the call, when the call went out, was profound, and to see them here and just to be a part of this movement it's very emotional for me.
And let's keep it real for a second. There's very rare time in life Native Americans will see white folk on the ground kneeling, begging for forgiveness. That doesn't happen. It's usually the white folk asking black people, Native Americans, you should apologize to me. You're the scum of the earth. What's it like? Not so much that they're white, but to see, all the sacrifice, all the theft, all the murder that has been perpetrated against your people. To see, in many ways, the people who perpetrated it, not specifically these people in that room, but our ancestors, to kneel down in front of you.
I believe that for people to do that, they truly feel and hear the truth of what has happened in this country and the atrocities that happen in this country. And people to do that, like I said, it takes true courage. That's a true warrior doing that for his ancestors, to make it right here in this life for his generation to come, or he or she's children generation to come, and to hold forth that oath to this great nation. And it's very humbling to see, and very emotional to see. And I believe every one of these people that came here, all these warriors that came here, have true of heart in that manner.
I'm Faith Spotted Eagle from the Ihangtuan band of the Oceti Sakowin.
And you've been a fixture here. I've seen you in my 5 times. You just have a face of a wise woman. And this ceremony today was very powerful. It featured veterans, water protectors, everybody trying to come together, and veterans on behalf of the nation asking Indigenous and Native Americans for forgiveness for all of our original sins. Could you talk to me about what you were feeling during that moment?
I think today was a day of remembrance for my father, who was a World War II veteran. He served in the South Pacific, and through my childhood, I learned what he was carrying with his PTSD. But he did a marvelous job of healing through our traditional culture. And so I got into working with veterans through what my father experienced, and I didn't know that would come by, I suppose, divine design, because suddenly I was serving as a PTSD therapist for VA centers and working with not only Native veterans, but veterans at large and staff members in VA centers. So I feel really, protective, and I feel honored. I always feel honored every time I do a group with the veterans. But I've been doing this for 15 years, and so it was a marvelous thing for them to intersect with the Oceti Sakowin, who have, all of us in Oceti Sakowin have PTSD. So
yeah, you made a joke where your PTSDs unite.
Yes, our PTSDs are uniting in healing, laughter, pain, dancing, celebrating, going to ceremonies, and with the goal of saving water. And Miniwi Choni is the water of life, so we have a joint purpose here because everybody needs water. And so Oceti means fires, all of the fires. Sakowin means the 7 council fires. So the most recent governance form, which was in the 1800s, was 7 council fires, and under there were sub councils. But some of the older people say that sometimes we had up to 23 or 28 in the Federation, and they didn't always meet like on scheduled times or even sometimes annually. But when a call was put out to the people that it was a time of crisis and that decisions had to be made, like in this instant climate change and the water, then the Ocheti would come to revive. In this situation, the Ocheti is a little bit different because when we put the call out to our people, it's like all the nations on earth responded. Before, it used to be only the 7 council fires. So I think that's an indication that there is a need for these type of gatherings to address these worldwide concerns. And the difference is it's not a capitalistic organization. It's not neo-capitalism. And it's not the industrial complex that is calling the meeting to order. It's the grassroots people that live out on the land.